Imagine winning the most prestigious award you can think of that you worked your entire life for. Now imagine that that same award is being taken away from you for something you know you're innocent of. This happened to Milwaukee Brewers outfielder and National League Most Valuable Player Ryan Braun following the 2011 Major League Baseball season. In his February 24th news conference, Ryan Braun was quoted as saying, "I am innocent and I'm able to prove my innocence. After reading about this and seeing on ESPN practically every day, I believe him when he says this." Braun used three arguments in his defense of Major League Baseball's accusation that may have ultimately won him the case. First, he requested another drug test be immediately taken that would prove his innocence. Second, he questioned the mishandling of the urine sample that could have been a problem. And third, Braun complied with investigation and every request from arbiters, investigators, and Major League Baseball, including his Players Association. Braun knew that the test was inaccurate, so he requested another test. The second test was a DNA test that is 99% effective. ESPN was the first to leak the news of the positive test in its December 10, 2011 episode of Outside the Lines. ESPN.com writers TJ Quinn and Mark Finura-Wade reported the immediate test. In the press conference on February 24, 2012, Braun stated, "I told them I would be more than happy and willing to take every test to prove that I did not do this." I believe Braun when he says this because he would not take another test if he was taking steroids because he would become positive. The second argument was the chain of custody of the sample collector was improper. In a New York Times article from February 28, 2012, Ken Belson and Mike Schmidt reported that Dino Lorenzi Jr. was the collector. Lorenzi Jr. did not follow protocol and kept the urine sample in the fridge for 44 hours instead of taking it to the nearest FedEx, which is standard protocol for Major League Baseball and drug testing and collection. Braun stated that the possible mishandling, quote, made us very concerned and very suspicious about what could have actually happened to the sample. Another New York Times article, also by Schmidt and Belson, reported that Lorenzi denied tampering and stated that he followed the same procedure in collecting Mr. Braun's sample as he did in the hundreds of other samples that he collected under the program, and at no point did he tamper in any way with the samples. Braun's third argument is that he allowed every detail of his life to be examined by investigators and arbiters. Also in his press conference on February 24th, Braun was quoted as saying, "I told them I would be an open book. I opened up my life to them." Larry Stone's February 23rd article in the Seattle Times quoted Braun when he said, "I have been an open book, willing to share details from every aspect of my life as part of the investigation, because I have nothing to hide. I have passed over 25 drug tests in my career, and including at least 3 in the past season. In the past few minutes, I have offered 3 arguments that Braun used when defending his innocence that ultimately led to arbiters making the correct decision and overturning Major League Baseball's punishment of a 50-game suspension. Since Major League Baseball's ruling has been properly overturned, Braun will not serve a 50-game suspension, and the NL MVP trophy still remains in the trophy case of his Milwaukee residence."